Hello, I'm absolutely shattered. So it is what it is. I'm not in my jammies this time, but I will be probably once a week when I do this if I'm going to stick to this. Stuck to it so far though, haven't I? So, and like I said, I'll just play it by ear. I don't think I can actually do. I can't unless they come earlier. I don't think I can actually do Friday anyway because I've got Virgin Media coming to reinstall. So I don't know why they need to come and it's like faster internet or something. I was like, whatever. I'll do therapy Thursday tomorrow. Right, okay. If you're new, hi there. My name's Claire, not Bristol. And I'm very tired because, guys, I'm not being funny, but does anyone else is getting mind blown in the way that I do? Because that's why I have to share it. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I mean, the synchronicity around me is always crazy, right? It just amps up. It's just, it never stops. But the fact that I was guided and I didn't know, I didn't let you could see, I was in a dream. Like, I didn't know what time it was. When I've been doing that for that long, I'm like totally somewhere else. I stopped at 11:44, which is 144. And then it was, I mean, I still just can't believe this. It was, but that's why I screenshotted it to show you what I mean, rather than me saying it. Like, you can actually see. I don't even think that's possible that it's 4 hours, 18 minutes, and 38 seconds. And then on the other one, it's got like, and again, it's the same video, so I don't know why it's got on one it says 38 seconds, and the other says 39. And I mean, my birthday is 18/4, or in America, it's even funnier because you say 4/18, don't you? So either way, whenever I see that combination of 4 and 18, I always think my birthday. And then I was going from 38 to 39. Like, one cannot possibly even, it would be the chances of trying to plan that to happen would be impossible pretty much for me. I'm not good at numbers. Like I said, I was in the lowest maths class possible because I never spoke, so they just assumed I was thick, which is really ignorant to think that, because again, I then got in one of the world's top universities, if you don't fucking mind. I would never have got into that if a girl hadn't helped me work out the whole, I can't remember what it is. It's whatever the type of maths is that you need to statistics that you need to be a social worker. I was like, but why do I need to do this? Do you know what I mean? I just want to do this to do the counselling. And yeah, so I'm always really grateful for that. But anyway, yeah, you know what I mean? It's just, there might be some kind of injustice in your life for me to be saying that. But it is true, don't judge a book by its cover. And just because somebody's shy, it doesn't mean they don't know stuff or they're stupid. Far from it. So, saying that for the introverts out there. Or whatever you see yourself as, do you know what I mean? Because some people are a bit of both. I'm a bit of both. I'm mainly introverted and then come to life when I do this. That's the way that I see it. Selective about when I want to talk and about what I want to talk about. It shouldn't be okay. Anyway, so and like I said, today I've set this wee alarm thing for an hour. So it's just and I don't know, I might ignore it. I really don't think I should be any longer than that though, because I've got my water because I didn't have any water yesterday. Water. And oh my God, I'm still full. I had my lunch earlier. It was lovely, but I had this like macaroni, but it was like with apple wood cheese or something, and I really like that. Anyway, it was too much. And I had the coffee after it. I was like, I'm bursting at the seams, and I'm still not hungry. And that was like, it's 7:15, and I mean, I went for my lunch at like 1:30. So yeah, and that was actually all I'd eaten too. So maybe I just don't need as much food now. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to pull one of these, and so Charlotte donated. So thanks for that, as well as my card. She's also she donated on the thing, and I think I saw it. And sorry if I didn't say thanks in the moment. Maybe I did. I didn't. And I was also laughing when I watched that back because that's I'm so tired as well. I don't know. I always feel the need to watch it back. I think I'm not gonna, and then I do. Just because I can't really remember what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I never worry because I trust them, but yeah, I want to see what I said. It's almost as like it's not me. And I said hi to Charlotte twice. That was pretty funny. I mean, anyway, you know, if you've already watched it, I know you're going to watch it again, but it's like, I just thought it was funny. I was like, I just said hi. And then it was like, I said hi, like I hadn't said hi again. That's another planet. Anyway, right. So, but anyway, what I was meaning is if Charlotte comes on and I feel like I'm in the zone to do it, then I'll give you your message. But otherwise, I think I better leave that till tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. But I don't. We'll just see. Charlotte, if you're watching the replay, because I saw you'd said as well that you're only halfway through the other one that I'd done the previous day. So that's the thing, even though this long. But again, I'm telling you, whenever I get guided to do that, it's like the challenges. That was whenever I do any type of like, but definitely the very long ones like that, it's very New Earth, it's very galactic, and it's I'm helping us all jump to our highest timeline. Which again, I know that sounds like really. I think sometimes it can sound really far out to people, but it just depends which way you see it. Like, to me, it means what it means to me, and I can't really put a word. But it's just I help you shift to a different mindset really quite quickly, and then you can therefore jump to a different timeline. You know what I mean? Like I help people go from a lack mindset, to abundant mindset, and that's what's it's really quite funny as well. Specifically, if we're talking about actual money, because abundance is happiness too. Like I literally can get people out of that, which is really interesting because again, I'm very honest about my journey with money. It's not really like that. It's I have to show up and be of service as much as possible, and then the people that are meant to work with me get guided to me when they're meant to. And sometimes it's flowing consistently, and sometimes it's not. Probably a little spiritual warfare that gets thrown me. This we just go with the flow. You know what I mean? Yeah, but whatever you're thinking negatively about, I can help you turn it around. Right. So, right. Let's just do the cards because I'm tired. So Charlotte, if you're watching this a replay, I don't know what Charlotte knows that anyway. I'll do it. I think I'll probably do it next time, unless you come on and I feel different. Right. So, and please, by the way, guys, can you, whether you're a hashtag Goldie, nothing to do with age, it's how long you've been hanging around. Feel a lot of healing going in the heart chakra already if you're open to it. Hello, Michelle. Michelle, why are you surprised? Remember, I'm going to be going live at least Tuesday to Thursday, if not Monday to Thursday or Tuesday to Friday. I don't know, can I make up my mind? But I'm very, very tired. Very tired. And did you see? So I was just saying that, I'm not going to say the same shit, but did you see the time? That it was 4 hours, 18 minutes on the 18th of the 4th. And it was 38 seconds or 39 seconds. And I went 38, 39. This is mental, isn't it? I think you'll appreciate that. This is mental, but it's real. So I have to share it. I'm like, is anyone else seeing this? And then it's like today, even when we're going to lunch, and I was like, my mum, I was like, I'm really connected to Joan of Arc because it took so long for me to speak my truth and I help others speak the truth in a big way. And then I see Arc, you know what I mean? On the reg plate. And it's just so weird because I could see that any time of year. And the last day of Aries in a new moon solar eclipse in Aries, that is very Joan of Arc energy, which is why I was like, this is going to be, I knew it was going to be big, whatever I was either long like that or important stuff I was going to be saying, because the last degrees of Aries is important, it's important you learn to speak your truth. I'm happy, not surprised. You do sound tired, and yes, the timestamp is it's crazy, isn't it? Wild. It's like I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, I knew 4 hours. The 4 hours thing isn't that thing me because thank God I don't do it all the time, but it's when I do, it's meant to be. And then it was just so weird when I came off. Not only did I obviously pull the quantum leap card from the deck that I just got, divinely timed, thanks to Charlotte, and it's like, but then I actually saw, and I do always, that always happens. Like on Facebook, it used to be that there was similar energies to me all live at the same time. And it's because they're all part of the same, whether you want to call it the same team, the same wave. And actually, there's some people I used to notice on Facebook, I don't think they even knew that they are what I am, to be honest. Because there were some medium friends of mine that I was like, I don't think they know that they've been pushed on there. But I know, because it's like I'll spot, I'm going like, look, I'm doing that in my eyes, that's Scorpio rising. I'm like, oh, right. That's why I say I don't need to know why I'm sent to go. It's like going to war, isn't it? Then Aries is that energy. It's like I don't need to know why I'm doing it for so long, or why I'm not feeling guided to leave yet. Like sometimes it can just be somebody's really, really down and they needed the company, like one person in the live or something, or someone. Well, it wouldn't be the replay, would it? So it would be like, sometimes it can be something like that, or sometimes it's wider world stuff. It's I never know. Just like when that happens in a personal session. But there's always a reason for it. I've shared before when there's big dark things going on collectively in the world, and whether it's somebody coming to me for a session or me going to someone for a session, it's happened a long time where I've been on the thing for hours, and I mean like obscene amount of hours. And it's kind of crazy, like, even like at first when that used to happen, I used to be like, what the hell? It happened at the start of the pandemic, loads pandemic. But then I worked out that's what it was. It was the divine bringing powerful people together to hold the energy, and to send that healing out there. But again, that's just something that I've noticed from what happens, what happens with me. But yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, I did, and then I'll also see people that I know that's like false light that have been live at the same time, and it's always the ones that are not the real deals that that I've got like over, that I've got thousands of views on that, unfortunately. It's just, I don't know what it says about humanity. I mean, just everybody's easily fucking fooled. They can't spot the real thing. I think I'm channeling twin flame stuff here. That's really interesting. I've said it like that, isn't it? They can't, with the real divine like I was about to say, they can't spot. Yeah, they can't spot the real one. It's like, because again, whenever true people, people that know what they're talking about, channel my energy, they're like, you have to keep doing it. It's going to be quite a hard climb, and you have to keep doing it because you actually are a true twin flame, and there really aren't many genuine ones. I was going to say, with a story like mine, it's true. Everyone's got a different story, and I love hearing people's different stories. But yeah, it's you got to keep doing it. That's important. The real people will feel my frequency. But it's something crazy about that. Folk that are kind of talking shite and trying to confuse you are the ones that always, it's like life, isn't it? I was talking about something like that at lunch. That's so funny. I was just talking about people that get away with shit all the time, that shit on people all the time and land on their feet. But I mean, I won't say what I said actually. Well, no, it's true. I won't say what I said, but it's kind of like, you think, some of these people that I've witnessed, a lot of old bosses that I've had, I'm going very Aries honest here, but you often think, well, you don't know where they are now, and it's like, karma going to catch up with you, karma going to catch up, you know what I mean? You can't go around treating people like that and expect nothing to come of it. Put luring people like that in a false sense of security, and then boom, I mean, but then there's bad things that happen to good people too, isn't it? And I'm being drawn to the word karma. It's a pack of cards I've got up there. It's karma cards, but they always pull me karma at the right time. Right. Charlotte rocks. She does indeed. I really need a mega quantum leap right about now. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. I need to quantum leap the fuck out of this family matrix environment. I know it is to close a huge cycle, but for fuck's sake, it was rough, but very good in many ways. Do you mean like it's good because you're learning? But I'd imagine I'm not being funny, but even if I was in your position and I am in that. So I was about to say, even if you like your family, I love my family, but I don't want to fucking live with them. Do you know what I mean? It's so funny because even like at Christmas or that, my dad will be like, just stay, there's a single birthday. And I'm like, fuck that, see you later. You know what I mean? And I think he used to be hurt at first, but now he just doesn't even bother. No, he does something. It just depends. If it's late at night, but I mean, I don't live, I literally don't live far from them. But it's, do you know what I mean? I mean, I say that all the time, but for those who don't know that, that was divinely meant that I got kicked out. I mean, they didn't kick me out, the spirit did. The neighbour flooded my bedroom, which was tiny at the time. I mean, that, and their house is tiny, and the thing is, it's like a shoebox, and it wasn't really good for the love life. Well, I did manage to sneak people back there. Just the one person, they know who they are. But oh God, actually, considering what was said yesterday, we've got to hope family members aren't fucking watching it. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. Fuck, I don't care. Right. I'm just trying to break these cards in because I only used them yesterday. Let's see if they wow us again. Oh boy, those are like Teflon, but it always comes. We just do not know when and how. What was that bit to? I can't remember what I said. Oh right, you mean when it? Do you mean when I got flooded? Yes, learning. Just need to give zero fucks and be kind and loving at the same time. Yeah, I know it can be hard. I know. I try to teach that in the best way I can, but like I say, I have my moments too. Right. What do we do first? Oh yeah, that's what I want to say before I pull the cards. That was interesting that I got guided to publish those ones from a couple of weeks ago, because I did get the feeling I wasn't going to publish them for I knew I was going to do it in public, but I didn't. Yeah, but I do feel like what I'm being told is that it is time to start. Whether I'll kind of leave it until I've got more subscribers or just sort of start with however many people want to do it. I do just think because of the stuff that they're getting me to teach about, when I go really, really deep into some sort of shadow, like some of the shadow work, yeah, and I think we're just like I think when I do again, I don't I like to be different, so I didn't choose Patreon. I mean, I've tried to set one up, and I've done it on Ko-fi before, but even that was a bit, or coffee. I did find out how to pronounce it, and I forgot again. I think it is Ko-fi, whatever. But that proved a wee bit difficult too, because I actually couldn't. I was just sending the girls the unlisted, because there was only a few of them, the unlisted video, just to their email. But it was a bit fiddly, and like if there ends up being more people, which at some point I would hope there would be more than a couple people. It was more than a couple, but it was about 4 of them or something. That's two. That's not thingy. But then that's fine. I'll just do Patreon. But I just mean, and then I think I'll do like that's where I'll do Zoom things and that, and but I'll do public Zoom things too, where you don't need to be a part of the ongoing Patreon thing. But I can just feel it. I just think it's like some stuff does need a wee bit more of a privacy. But what I'm saying is that's not a coincidence that it was all stuff about really deep sort of karmic stuff. And I'd forgot that came up a couple of weeks ago, and then it was exactly what came out last night. So there's something for a lot of people that it's going to resonate with. It's very, it's just like, say it's past karmic lessons coming up, or actual people, or even if it's not the actual person literally in your life, it's like the lingering ghost, the energy, the ghosts of the past. And it's not always love stuff either. It will be for some. But yeah, that was really creepy. That dream, I do remember that dream I had. I was really creeped out. I think that's why I didn't publish the video the next day right after, because it was quite nice to see though, Michelle. It was a nice day. I think that was Easter Monday. I think that was Easter Monday. I went out and I didn't realise it was Easter holiday. I was like, fuck. Yeah. So just whoever was meant to get whatever they're meant to get from that, it does feel like a bit of a warning of just, if you start getting a funny feeling about not being able to trust people, like I always say, don't gaslight yourself. You've got, it's a fine balance between not being paranoid either. But I have to say, unfortunately, from helping other people and from spotting it myself, it is shocking the amount of people that weren't being genuine. It's like, oh, you know what I mean? Very complicated process. It's yeah. Right. And like I was saying, it's hard to say trust yourself when a lot of people out there don't trust themselves. So, you know, it's why I do, like I say, it's why I do always recommend therapy. But like I say, when I'm recommending therapy with me, it's not just therapy. I'm doing the healing and, you know, helping people jump a timeline quickly and all that. So it's like I said, that people don't tend to need to come to me for as long as you would go to a normal therapist. Because I'm not, like I say, I'm not a fucking normal therapist. But I do, even if I wasn't all these other things, I do strongly believe in the power of that. And it's because of what I say all the time. That magic therapeutic process happens over time. But obviously, I know not everyone's always in the position to do that, and you can get huge shifts in a session too. But like I always say, I actually said that to someone today as well. So for actually, that's good. Actually, that just reminded me because I was emailing folk back today. I work from where I'm at in the moment, so I was always taught that basically I don't like, it's okay if you do that. Like, if you email me and you tell me about, like, nobody's done that recently or that, but if anybody kind of gives me a big long story and they're telling me all the stuff that they need help with, it's fine if you do that, because if you don't know, you don't, you know what I mean. But and you know, new people. But what I'll usually do if it's me, or like sometimes I'd have people help me. I don't really tend to do that now. It hasn't worked. I just feel it's better for me to handle it right now. It's kind of like what I'll do is, yeah, basically just, you know, that's right. What am I trying to say? If you've already had the session with me, you'd actually know how it works, and it's still, you know, it's just the same. We just deal with what arises in the moment, and it's really a case of using your own discernment, and I suppose common sense and common decency as well. Is that if you've not had a session with me for a long time, which is really most people, unless you know you've had something with me recently, it's going to be the normal, the 222 session, because just because of the time that's likely needed to be taken up and the energy and everything. But if if you've never had a session with me before, and like you say, and if it is really quite a stretch and everything like that, and there is that one there, you know, where I'm just saying that here, like, book the 144. And I can look at your chart. You can get a bit of time. You can pull cards if you want some cards. Don't need to though, because basically a lot of the healing that takes place on the Zoom with me, I just channel it all, or it's a mixture of me listening to you and I'm transmuting the energy, or I channel whatever you need to hear. And sometimes, yeah, I haven't even pulled the card because it's not even needed, but often I will pull one or two during or at the end. To clarify what's come through. But I really don't need to do that with people, because the people that come to me again and again trust me, and they know me, and you know, and they know that I'm the real deal. But so that's basically, I'm not explaining very well because I'm tired, but basically that's the long and short of it. Is I don't know what you're going to be in help with until we're on the Zoom and you talk to me. So you don't need to worry about knowing, you know, what we're just going to happen. It's just scary, and you're jumping the unknown, because you just have to trust that we'll work it out together. Like, yeah, you know what I mean. And like I said, like most of the time, what I've said to folk today is that if I've never had a one-to-one Zoom with you before, it's more than likely it's going to make sense with me being a twin flame healer, and I presume you're a twin flame because everybody for the last nearly 10 years has been that. Whatever it is, 8 years or something. You're going to want to tell me your twin flame story. Do you know what I mean? And then, and definitely if there's any questions around if somebody truly is your twin flame or that as well, it's this is the things I can help people with as well. And again, I don't tell you either, but it's like I help you work it out for yourself. And believe me though, some folk have got it where like it's crazy. Like the amount of people, it's like they didn't, you know, see it going that way, and then it's because again, I attract mainly divine masculine energies. So I do, you know, I do. It's really pretty crazy when I think of all the people that's happened to. So if that's you, if there's a lot of confusion around this. You just know that you are on that path, but you're not sure who it is, or but you, because I bet you the thing is you will know it deep down. Every single person you did know, and there was something trying to make you feel different. You know, trying to make you feel like you're not good enough or not worthy, or there's a karmic distractions pulling you away. Which again is it's getting really nippy. Like they keep fucking showing me She's the Man stuff, and I'm like, fuck off. Oh God, Netflix. So yeah, it's going to be relevant. Right, okay. So I think that when you get a larger, consistent audience, the Patreon thing will be very good. Yeah, I feel that too. I think it's just about being patient. But I don't know, I'm feeling like it's maybe going to be sooner. Yeah, I think it is. Oh yeah, you just said that. I think it is sooner. Because again, I did have like what, 4 folk or something, 4 folk before. And I think they wanted me to have a break before I go for it again. So and it was very much needed. A lot of change. At this time, it is very hard to trust anyone these days. I just keep my bidna to myself. Yeah, it is, Michelle. It's crazy. Like it's very hard to trust people, and it's it's soul family that we're all really getting drawn to, and it's which is why they want me on here as much as I can. It's just. And I do enjoy it. Do you mean even when I'm tired? Like, I mean, that's why it's like I've set an alarm. It's got 30 minutes on it. I might ignore it. I don't think so tonight though. Because I'm going to see my friend tomorrow, and yeah, I've got to do quite a bit. Right. So, yes, the thing is that shit changes on the daily, and the fact that you can tap right into the person's energy field, you're able to zero in on the underlying energy block and eat it. Oh, Michelle, I love the way you said that. See, that's what I mean. It's like you fucking said it better than what I do than what I said. That is basically what I do, guys. I zero in on the undenying energy block and eat it. Thank you. Love it. Yeah. So I suppose that is just it, is that I know it can be kind of overwhelming, like, oh, what do I book? What do I do? But it's a no-brainer. If we've never had a session before and you're being led to me, just trust that you're being led to me for a reason. And I'd imagine everybody that wants to book with me, you'll have seen enough to know why you're feeling drawn to me to book it. And like I say, it's meant to be an hour session. A lot of times it is longer than that. And because I don't have as many sessions as what I once did, and I don't really even like having 2 on the one day, I just have to make sure that I've got other stuff after you, so I'm not sitting for fucking like half a day or something, you know what I mean? Right, anyway, I think that's it. Yes, clear it. Right, okay, so let's pull a hero's journey card for divine feminine, divine masculine, and then I'll do a light work or oracle for both. And I say I'm going to go, I might not. We'll just see. Right, so because yeah, it's like, oh yeah, it's excited, it's fucking last day of Aries. I usually am like, woo, but I used it all up yesterday. Yes, so it's the very last degree, very chaotic energy. Last degree of Aries moon and Aries sun, where we move into Taurus, which is a bit more grounded and calmer. And you're Taurus, aren't you, Michelle? 18th of May, is that right? That's right, isn't it? Now I'm down it. The 18th. Is it? No, wait a minute. Are you the 18th too? If you're are you the 18th or no? I'm now thinking, is it 19th, 20th? I'm losing it. I don't know. Somewhere around this. I don't know. But I think if you are the 18 too, that's funny. That means me, you, and Charlotte are all 18s. We're all moons. We're all moons together. Oh, it's the 19th. Oh well. You're a sun. You're even better. You're the sun card. You're the fucking sun card. Oh look, and Michelle, we're on 5/11 right now. So the 5th of November may be significant to someone out there. I've got a family member that's their birthday, and the day before my dad. But also, I wonder when the subscribers will be at your birthday. Interesting. Right, so give us a card for the Divine Feminine Collective. And like I said, you can resonate with both. but you normally lean towards one more than the other. Weird is the new cool. Boldly express your uniqueness. Well, I don't think anyone can accuse me of not doing that. The Sun card should be everyone's favourite. It's the best goddamn card in the pack. But I suppose everyone's different, it depends what you're asking about. But I mean, typically, never a crowd on the leading edge. Honour those who honour you. Oh, that sounds deep. That's on the bottom. That's kind of like what we were saying, wasn't it? Honour those who honour you. It's like when I say, go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. You know what I mean? If people start to act like they don't like you and they're not very nice to you, fuck them, you know what I mean? Go where people don't treat you. Sorry, I'm saying a bit more blunt, but it is what came to mind. Yeah, weird is the new cool. Boldly express your uniqueness. It is true, though. That is the energy. With the Aquarius energies, it's like definitely, Pluto and everything. It's like transformation. It's Aquarius is weird energy, weird and wonderful. You got to own it. You're trying to be like everyone else. You're not getting it. Oh, look, and then I just opened up at time for a quantum leap again. Oh, time for another quantum leap. I can't even remember the music of Quantum Leap. No. Right, okay, so 48. What have we got? Boldly express your uniqueness. The only people for me are the mad ones, the ones who are mad to live, mad to talk, mad to be saved, the serious, I don't know how to say that, of everything at the same time, the ones who never yawn or say a commonplace thing, but burn, burn, burn like fabulous yellow Roman candles exploding like spiders across the stars. Wow. Well, that's a great saying. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. Yeah, I say quite a lot. It's true. Right, so you've had a golden experience, one which seems impossible to describe, yet be reminded of the biblical phrase, to the one in whom much has been given, much is expected. It is your sacred duty to find the words, or at least the symbols, and courage to express them to your tribe. Oh my God, and I fucking said, speak your truth. Do you know what I mean? That's what I wrote in the post. And to the parts of yourself that you didn't go on this adventure. If you're called strange or odd behind your back, then so be it. Aye, fuck it. I'm called strange and odd and a lot worse than that, and I do not give a fuck. Keep it coming, guys. Keep talking about me. You must be interested. Do you know what I mean? Got nothing else better to talk about than me. Weird is a mantle to wear proudly, because in being true to yourself, you might inspire someone else to be more of themselves. And again, that is literally a big part of my purpose, is by me being more of myself, it inspires you to be more of yourself, whether you realise it or not. And it's not a coincidence that is why, I mean, that's an Aries thing, and definitely an Aries at the higher degrees. But it's also, you know what I mean? Because the later degrees, it's like I've learned the lessons of Aries. It's like I'm an old soul of an Aries. I chose to come in at that energy. Because like I say, I rarely ever meet people with that energy. And when I do, I'm really quite like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? It's like, and lately I have been getting drawn to people with the same birth. It's quite strange. And they're always very psychic. Very psychic. Right, so but yeah, and anyway, that's I was going to lead that into counselling, like, the person-centered counselling that I'm trained in. It's a weird, I like that type of counselling, because it's not like cognitive behavioural therapy or any of these kind of things, and each to their own, but that never worked for me to receive it, and I didn't really like it in the training. But it does work for a lot of people, but it's just not, it's not my thing. It's homework and all that, but it does work for some. It's you need to gel with the actual counsellor, because they're using a lot of themselves. So that's why it's like what I said last night. You can only meet someone as deep as you've met yourself. So specifically with a counsellor or a healer, but I'd say, like I would, both. It's kind of like specifically, let's stick with specifically counselling. Because person-centered therapy, it's all about how relaxed and just that way of being. That's actually one of Carl Rogers' book, the pioneer of that, is called A Way of Being, I'm sure. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so if the counsellor's really comfortable with themselves and accepting themselves and loving themselves, and you can see how I can see the links of it, that's why it wasn't like pointless that I went to study counselling with everything that happened, because it's like the twin flame journey. It was just a way to get me to love and accept myself. By understanding that really fully, you've got to really accept who you are before anything really amazing can happen in your life. It doesn't mean that amazing stuff won't happen in your life, but the chances are you're going to sabotage it in some way. Most people do, in some sort of way, or you can't hold on to it for long, or you're going to look for holes in it and everything. But if you love and accept yourself, you're going to be way more water off a duck's back. You're going to accept some really shitty stuff that some people just can't accept a lot more. And at some point on the twin flame journey, divine feminines, because that's the energy I'm channeling right now, like I said, you do have to get to that point where you're like, well, I love and accept myself anyway. And that's very easy as well. When you do like the EFT tapping, that's like, you have to say stuff like that. Again, I can do that with you as well in a personal session. Yeah, you have to surrender and accept yourself. But the point is, if your counsellor is very chilled and loves himself and accepts himself and just owns it, like moi, it's going to rub off on you in a good way. You don't become like a clone of the counsellor. I've definitely, hopefully, get across. Do not fucking do that, because weird is a new cool. You don't want to just fucking be like somebody else. Be yourself. Can't think of worse than people copy folk. But you'll be able to become more of who you are, your unique energy signature. And then that's going very galactic and very starseedy as well. It's like people feel it. It feels icky, doesn't it? When someone's not quite being themselves. Like I can always just feel it. It's like just be you. You picked your soul's blueprint for a reason. Why do you want to be somebody else? Why do you want to be like your pal? Why do you want to be like that person that you like online? Be yourself. All this be yourself energy. This is Aries talking. Right. What did I get to? If you're called strange or odd bit, I read that bit. Weird is a mantle to wear proudly, because it is being true to it's being true to yourself. You might inspire someone else to be more of themselves. When you peer outside the confines of the ordinary world, you encourage others to recognize there is joy in being themselves. The word weird, I didn't know this, let's learn something. The word weird comes from the Old English. Oh no, I did know this. Weird. I don't know how you spell that. Well, I don't know how you say it. I don't know if it's weird or WYRD. I don't know if that's pronounced, whatever. Which means fate, chance, fortune, destiny. I didn't know this. I didn't know this. And this is very fated and destined times with the eclipse. And one who stands in both worlds, like a shaman, be emboldened to be your weird self, for it is the weird ones who bring forward noteworthy contributions. Indeed. Right, the dream symbol is gold. Dreams of... Fuck off. Honestly, yeah, I don't think you can hear it. So you're going to be like, what am I on about? Can you hear the washing machine beeping? It just continuously beeps. It doesn't beep until you turn it off, but it does it like 3 or 4 times. And then it just gives up. So I bet that's going to be like a message for someone. You tried 3 or 4 times and you just gave up. You know what I mean? You just went to sleep. Oh, let's do that again. It's persistent. But it's really annoying. Dreams of gold symbolize abundance, royalty, and wealth. Perhaps you've come to the completion of an internal alchemy process. Oh my God, I love it. Divine feminines or divine masculine feelings and receptive energy, by which you've raised a dense energy, oh my God, into a highest vibration, which can now support you and your tribe, us, the family, your tribe, in living with more spiritual material affluence. Well, I think someone's going to make it rain around here. Update us if you're getting rained upon with abundance, guys. Like I said, I've not published that one yet. I started watching a video channeled about, I think that was about 2 weeks ago, and I said something about that it's like, the physical manifestation of money or whatever else comes later. So, that's why you hold the faith and you keep believing. Just because something's not manifest now doesn't mean it's not coming. Do you know what I mean? You got to believe. And some of us do, it's because things are worth the wait. There's the money, the success, the love, the whatever it is you want, it's because it is worth the wait. I truly do believe that. I feel that in my journey, and I attract a lot of other people like that, but it just isn't fair. It's like, you should be abundant and all, wait, why aren't you? It's because you've got a higher purpose, you know what I mean? And there's energies trying to stop you getting where you need to be and who you need to be with and all that fun shit. I validate my uniqueness as a soul gold. As I share, the treasure is multiplied. Yeah, and that's very much like how I say, I think, once I kind of sort of sort things out a bit more, kind of wondering about it, like, really I just see it as every time we gather on here, it is a prayer circle, because I'm always holding space for us, but I might sort of do something a wee bit more official with that. Again, that'll either just be on here one day a week or as part of the the extended sort of platform. But really, like I said, no, I do, it's if someone is upset, they usually do say so. And that's, it's that energy that we're generating. It does, like, miracles do come about. And remember, we just got back to doing it like this, but it's happened all along with, it doesn't need to be live, it happens in recorded videos, but I do feel, we're all getting each other through a rough time, me included. Right, so as I look at this card's just going to be kicking about, laughter's the best medicine. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for reminding me to detach and find the humour and irony within every human drama. I think that should just be in a stand that I look at all the time. It reminds me, why do I do this? Oh, this is why. Going to say, right, okay, so this is Divine Masculine's card now. That so sounds like me. Was that the bit about the alchemy? I know you like that word too, don't you? What have we got for Divine Masculines? Or Divine Feminines, Divine Masculine, action taken side. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Oh, I can't be arsed bending down to get it right, but it says choose a new direction. I'm being drawn a card on the floor that says choose a new direction. So I'm just saying it in case something comes out here. That's literally been the message like the whole fucking time, hasn't it? For like the past year and a half, longer. Yeah. So that's what it was. Before I was just getting ready to come on here, and I tripped over over the wire, and it pulled everything, and it knocked all like the loads of cards on the floor, and there's already cards on the floor. And yeah, so basically I know that was them telling me, like, basically be careful. Oh yeah, be careful, because I nearly wrote that, but I'll just say it on here with Mercury retrograde stuff, because again, the eclipses, well, for me it's like, I think it's like for UK it's like 20 past 5, something like that. It's just after 5 in the morning tomorrow, and then other parts of the world it'll be your tonight. And then Mercury retrograde, I think, is the next day, or the 20th, something like that. It's the day after, or a couple of days after, soon. But really, we're in the territory now. But I've already seen a lot of the effects. Not so much communication difficulties, but there was a car crash right outside my house. It wasn't like bad, but it was like, I was kind of, because I was up so late, checking back what I fucking said on here. And then I fell asleep like ridiculous time in the morning. And but so it wasn't too early. So say it's like maybe 10:30 or something. But yeah, all you heard was a bang, and then you know what I mean? I didn't even get up to check right away. I was just like praying and be like, I hope everyone's all right. And I thought, no, I want to go fucking see, feeling a bit nosy. And it was like, yeah, someone had backed into someone else's car, but that's like total textbook Mercury retrograde stuff. So be really, really careful when, if you're driving out there, and just be aware of that, and especially be aware of that on the day that it goes retrograde, which again I don't know right now, but I'll know by the time, I'll pretty sure, I don't know if it is Friday or Saturday. Someone's telling me it's maybe Saturday, but yeah. And then of course there's the whole mix-up crap and all that, and there's the eclipse and everything. It's very intense. It's very intense energy. Very, very intense energy. Right. Anyway, what's Divine Masculine's card? Divine Masculines are going to get their shit together and leave the drama behind. Just saying, exactly. And some have already done that, Michelle. Everyone's on different parts of the timeline. But they will. or you will if you're watching this, if you are divine masculine, which really is quite a lot of you. Because I pulled the call. Honor the whisper of your soul. I think that is maybe the whisper of your soul and the call of the twin flame, but let's see what it says. And it's the first card too, so it's a new beginning. And what is Aries? New beginnings. And on the bottom, you won the lottery. Well, fucking hell, I'm not being funny, but divine masculines have won the lottery when they find the real divine feminine, especially after the she-devils that they get involved with. Regardless of gender. And that even includes friends and whoever fucks people over in that, from the people that I've helped. Make room for wonderment. You've won the lottery. So, I mean, it doesn't even need to be about coming into physical union, because not everybody's ready for that yet. But it could be that you are coming into some kind of abundance, because I was talking about abundance here, just happier times. And again, if you've been in a dark night of soul and you're at the other side of it, that is fucking happier times. You'll just be happy to have a smile on your face. Do you know what I mean? And again, I know many of the people that will be watching this that I've worked with through that time are still helping through that time. And then one with the sun, be the light, is pulling me in. Right, can we just get pulled to the one that I pulled though? Right, so, right. Honor the whisper of your soul. And the day came. Oh, I love this one. I love this woman's quotes. And I think she was, wait a minute, no, she wasn't an Aries, I think she was a Pisces. Anyway. And the day came when the wish to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. What in the frig? Did you see, Michelle, did you see what I posted that my niece wrote? I mean, she didn't write it, but she said it. When the flowers bloom, walk to them. Was that not what it was? It did have the word bloom in it. That's weird. Honestly, that's crazy. And it's just funny that I posted, because I could have been like, oh, that's like what something my niece wrote, and I was just guided to post that to share it. I love kids' art. I mean, I just love kids full stop, but and I'm going to really go on about that right now, because that is the fifth house is children, and it's also how you make children, by the way. But it's but Aries is the child's energy. It's new beginnings, it's change, and they're pulling me at the angel of abundance as well. I'm telling you, some of these are coming into major abundance because they're pulling me everything to do with abundance. But yeah, any nursery I've worked in, I've had children that draw very psychic pictures for me. And again, it's funny because, like, there's some that haven't come true yet, and there's some that have, and it's like, but I keep a hold of them. Like, I've got ones from like 10 years ago and longer and stuff. And some of them you can't, the pen has faded so much that you can't even really see it. I've had it that long. But stuff like that really fascinates me. And like I said, my niece really does draw stuff like I actually I was like, that looks like she's photocopied that. It's crazy. Like, she was drawing a caterpillar and a butterfly, but she was drawing it in the same exact place on 3 bits of paper each time she was drawing it. And I thought, that's pretty clever for like a 4, nearly 5-year-old, you know what I mean, to be that exact. She has got her first house in Virgo, but it's like, and then like I said, she was like saying, can you write a song on the bit of paper? And that's why she wrote that about whatever it is. It's my auntie's birthday and I love my auntie and I have sleepovers sometimes. And I think she's hinting that she wants to have a sleepover because she's not. I think the last time she stayed was like 6 weeks ago or something. But yeah, it's funny. She is. Yeah, they both are. They really both are. Even the wee one is as well. Yeah, I love it. Right. So let's read this. What is your true calling in life? And not obviously either. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm just laughing because like my sister's not really into all of this, and neither's her boyfriend. But it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? It's so they won't see what I see, and other people won't see. Maybe even like people that are like, it's my fridge is an oracle. She's drawn lots of pictures of me, and she's drawn pictures of me with other people as well, which are very interesting. And I do believe what she's drawing. I'll show you further down the line Not if, when she's proven right. Have them do a reading for me. Yeah, I'll be like, could you just draw something for one of the soul family? I'll do it. I'll get her to say it. I'll be like, I'll say my friend, and I'll have you in mind, and let's see what she draws. What is your true calling in life? What special gifts have you been given? What is the unique? It's like I know that something will probably happen at one Christmas for me because a little girl drew a picture once of me. Well, she just randomly was like, this was honestly, I'm not fucking kidding. This was like 10 or 12 years ago. She was like, this is you and your boyfriend when you can finally spend some proper time together. It's like, all right, old lady. And I was like, who is this boyfriend? You know, I don't know. I guess I'll find out next Christmas, you know what I mean? But I still believe her. You know what I mean? I believed what she said and I believed what she drew. And I still believe it. Call me crazy, but and there's lots of other drawings that children have drawn that it's interesting. Right, so what is your true calling in life? What special gifts have you been given? What is the unique niche that only you can inhabit? What situations bring out your bliss? What do you typically get complimented on and shrug off because it comes so naturally? Yeah, you see, this is what I help you did. This is what I help divine masculine energies with the most. Is it's so sad. Like most people genuinely don't see what their gift is because you've been so gaslit and people have just stonewalled you that you've just pushed it away. Like I say all the time, I haven't said this for a while, but like I attract and sometimes there's people on here that are, the people that I've helped with that bit. I attract a lot of people that are really brilliant at art. Oh God, the clear. Like I just honestly didn't make that connection. I made it pretty quick, but do you know what I mean? I could have actually, I'm that tired. I'm surprised I made the connection. That's why I've just been talking about artwork. But yeah, that everybody that's good at art. And there's nobody that's bad at art, right? I said that at one point, like I'm not an artist, but actually, whenever I have been at workshops and that, like child development and play things and all of that, I actually am really creative. But it takes me quite a lot to sort of do it. But when I do it, and so that's why I'm really good at appreciating it when other people do it and encouraging it and stuff. And because it's just, anyone I've ever helped that's an adult, obviously, because I help children too. It's like I see their little inner child going to work with all of that and just having fun. Because that's how anybody that starts that actually makes a business out of it. They start by experimenting, and usually it is, people start by sending it to me privately, like on messengers or emails or whatever, and then it's like, they get the courage to show everyone else. And it's not always just art, it can be different things, but it's just, if you've not got encouragement with what it is you're good at, you'll hide it, because I did too, do you know what I mean? But until we don't. But I've always said as well, with what I, with the cards and everything, I just, it's loads of things. I was just very shy, and I genuinely just didn't actually think anyone would be that interested. Like, but that would have been a confidence thing. And then when I was given the fucking green light, Christ, they really gave me the green light. They didn't even let me get not shy before I started. If you see any of my Facebook lives from the very start, I was shy as fuck. Don't know what happened, guys, but whatever. Right, so these important questions can help you recognize what Aristotle called intellectuality. Oh, I don't know. Intellectuality. The great intellectuality. The great one of a kind potential you've been encoded with. Aristotle also said intellectuality, don't know if I'm saying that right, is when the soul is actualized in the body. Oh my God, that sounds like twin flame union. Here's one I prepared earlier. Dreams are important because they speak the language of the soul. Oh my God, and I've fucking been talking about dreams today in the video that I filmed weeks ago. So much synchronicity. They are a compass, always pointing you to the right direction. And the one I shared today, that specifically is like pointing you in the right direction and giving you a heads up. I fucking keep your eyes open, because not everybody's on your side. If they're not for you, they're against you. That just popped in my head too. There ain't no fucking, middle ground there anymore. Pick a side. They are a compass, always pointing you in the right direction, helping correct your course when needed, and letting you know, sometimes loudly, when you've fallen asleep and need to wake up. Look, that's the words. You've fallen asleep, you need to wake up. God. Interesting, but I kept a bin of crafts and art things I bought, never used when I had to get rid of everything recently. Not sure why I valued that over things I could have kept. Oh. See, because it's like what you said to me in the thing, yeah, it is, you know what I mean? It's, and I do keep getting downloads about that. And again, because it's not actually, come to think of it, that's quite interesting. It's because it was someone in my personal life. But when I was out for lunch on Sunday, I was guided into a shop, and it was all things like that. It was all very natural things. And I'm always encouraging somebody close to me, like, you could do that. Why are you not doing that? Like, you could do that. And it's yeah, so that will resonate with lots of you out there as well. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's see where it takes you. Hearing your name in a dream suggests your intellect here, however it's said, and or higher self is trying to get your attention. And remember, I believe your higher self is your twin flame. So you are being, it's like your higher child, your higher child, I just said, that's funny. I was going to say your higher self or your inner child, it's the same thing, it's your twin flame. That's interesting. You're being called to wake up to the next step along your path. And that's crazy that this is divine masculine's one. Do you know what I mean? If you've been straying, for many meanings, this dream may be your wiser self's attempt to wrangle you in. I wake up and everything I do moves me towards the fulfillment of my greatest dreams. Deep shit, guys. What was on the bottom? I added another half an hour on if you hadn't noticed there, by the way. Oh yeah, you've won the lottery. You've won the lottery. So see what I mean? It's like that can be about love, but that can also be about when you wake up from who isn't winning the lottery. But it's kind of like or just kind of not having somebody solely focused on and just fucking buying tickets and no winning. Do you know what I mean? I don't know where they were going with that. I think the analogy is like just having a wee bit of a buffet. Do you know what I mean? Is your higher self half you and half your twin? That's how I see it. Yeah, it's like it. Well, hard to explain it, isn't it? It's with twin flames. It's like I feel it at the higher. It's like when I always channel my healings. It's the way that it's been said to me is that at the higher chakras you are one. You know what I mean? So, which is why twin flames are so telepathic. And it's why, I say, if you've not been clearing and balancing and doing all your chakras, the stuff that I've got there for people to listen to every day, you better get fucking doing it now, because I've been doing that for years, like years, guys. Years. You know what I mean? It's yeah, it takes a lot of work. Because it's like it's always been infiltrated. You know what I mean? Like you could do the work and then someone could come along and undo. And like I've shared before, when I've cleared dark energies from people's chakras, it's creepy. The stuff that, yeah, you don't know. All one but also separate, both. Yeah, so it's like with it's like with twin flames, it's like it's very much, you've got to be practical about it, but it's practical magic. It's you've both got your own lives. And like say some people are married with kids and other lives and live in other countries and all that, or it doesn't matter if they're like you said, across the motorway or across the ocean. You've got your own lives and you're living your own lives, but you're very connected. It's the red string of fate. You know what I mean? I said I think it was Nathan I said that he'd said about the ball of wool shorts that I said. I called it a tangled mess, and he said that's definitely me, my twin flame. And I think many of us can take that one. I know that I can. But see it another way. Are you a tangled ball of wool, a mess, or doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what way either of you go. You're always connected, by the red string of strait. Which is why I say, like, I can't say it like that because I'm always like, if I wasn't a twin flame, but yeah, the only way I can sort of say it to make it, if you know what I'm saying, I'm tired, but it's like, it's why I just wouldn't want to be with somebody else, knowing that they were connected to someone like that. Because even if it did seem like completely impossible that we're ever going to be together or that, because they live in another country, or all these kind of things, or whatever, it just can't be a nice feeling. Personally, do you know what I mean? It can't be. And I've just, like I said, I'm just so compassionate, got such a big heart. I just didn't want to do that. So it doesn't make me a better person than everyone else. I didn't have the heart. Whenever I've had to dump somebody in life, I think I've been more devastated than them. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I've never forgot it, which is why I have a lot of empathy. I have a lot of empathy for divine masculines that have to break it off, particularly relationships that aren't actually really dramatic in that. Do you know the ones where it's like they maybe aren't even that much of a bad person, but you know what I mean? Maybe they haven't done anything. I've not really, to be honest, I've never really had clients where the karmic isn't doing something really shady, to be honest. But there will be people out there where it is like, you've just grown apart. And it's just, they're not, it's like what I channeled with the Sleeps in Seattle. It's just boring. You know what I mean? And this person doesn't challenge you, because and your twin challenges you. I feel sorry for people like that, because it's like you don't want to break anybody's heart, but the point is you're breaking your own heart if you're staying with somebody that you're bored with, not to break their heart, but you're breaking your own heart in the process, and you're also breaking your twin. Well, you're not breaking your twin things up, but you know what I mean. It's like you're both broken heart because you're not together. It's nuts, isn't it? Will make sense one day. The twins' magnetic pole has to eventually align, which is why no matter where they are, they'll be drawn home to us. Yes. And you just have a confidence with that, but you've got to do the work too, which is why I say about when it feels divinely timed, people get led to me to do that soul retrieval, if they trust me to do it for them, to integrate your shadow and to integrate your divine feminine masculine energy. But that's where I was actually, that chat that they were making me do at the start, that's not something that I do in a first session with people, because any decent shaman, any decent healer, you can't just jump straight to that with you. It's you've got to build up. There's lots of different bits that need to be faced, bits of healing. But sometimes people have been ready for that sooner than I would have thought. But it's and maybe in these times, people would be ready for that. But because you put yourself into some kind of soul shock, you put them into soul shock. Do you know what I mean? It's like how I'll say the way where I stand on it is, do you want to come together with your twin and it's all just fucking tits up and it's all like fucking chaotic, but you just want to be with them? Or do you want it to be you're both trying to do the healing as best you can, even if someone knows a wee bit more than the other, like the other one will really quickly catch up, so you've got to be humble about that. And it's just, everyone's in a different, why am I talking about all this shit? I don't even want to talk about that, all this. But it's just depends for each different sort of situation. I really just feel actually many divine masculines feeling very little, because I got drawn to another deck of cards today that said that. It's just feeling very alone and like nobody understands them, and they know that the person that will understand them, if you've got access to go, is your twin. That's what I don't know what cards could back that up. I don't know if it's the ones on the floor or if there's ones over there, or so that's where you've got to make your own sort of judgment call. And it's, I suppose what I'm saying is, if you've got, so right, let's say it like this: if you are the one that has been sensing someone coming towards you at some point, and they come to you and there's a whole lot of shit going on in their life, but they're ready to drop the bullshit and the mask. And how about tits down? What does that even mean? But like, you know, just open up and be on it. This is this energy actually. I think we do need to go and get one of those extra cards. Just, you know, drop the mask and just be honest. And take it from there. And you know, and they're not projecting or like, you know, angry and taking all out on you and everything's your fault and everything, because that can happen. Then that's different. That is a good thing. That's just fucking real, isn't it? It's keeping it real. And like I always say, I get visions all the time of when a lot of twin flames come into union. I mean, this doesn't take a psychic. You're going to be absolutely exhausted and knackered. You probably need a holiday, but if it's not a holiday, you need to basically, you know, hide away with each other. And it's like, you know, it's like I'm not even guided to make a joke about you'll be hiding away, you know, just fucking at it all the time. But it's kind of like that'll be it too. But it's like yeah, I feel with what you have both went through, it'll be, you're not really going to know until it happens. Yeah, you're not going to know until it happens, you know. But that, and then there's other twins that it might be a wee bit more like, I don't know, like maybe you do get guided to them when you're totally like on your game and everything's like you're in the best place in your life ever, and then you get guided to them. But I just know that it's not like that for everyone. So that's why I like to share different kind, and that's why I say, you know, if anyone's sort of saying it happens one exact way, it's not the truth. And I do feel I'm in oh my god, what the fuck have I done to my hair? That's funny. Looks like I've been fucking rolling about in the hay with somebody, doesn't it? Jesus. Michelle, you could have fucking helped our sister out and told me. It's funny, the delay. I've sorted it now. Oh dear. Right, anyway. Right, so it's a process and it takes time. Exactly. It is a process and it takes a very fucking long time, doesn't it? Right, so it takes as long as it takes. Right, let's pull wait a minute, I'm gonna go and get wait a minute, I'm gonna go and get one of those things. I've got a very funny outfit on right now. I've got a skirt over my zebra jammy bottoms. I don't know why I had to tell you that because you've been on the wiser, but I just wanted to share. I had a very nice outfit on today, I'm just saying. You know when it's one of these things you chuck together at the last minute, and it is funny because with my astrology, it does say it's like you might be feeling inclined to reinvent your style, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, I have curled my hair a wee bit more recently, but that's because it's longer and I can't bother washing it, so I just end up curling. And I was like, fucking hell, I did dress very differently today. I've jumped a timeline into being better dressed. I don't know, but not right now because I've got my jammy bottoms on. Right. Fucking hell, guys. I've been tricked into I've been tricked into all the lovey dovey cards here. Zebra jammies, indeed. Oh, God, I can't do that. That's too much stretching. Right. Right. Oh my God, I look shattered. I fucking am. I need my bath tonight, right? Fucking 10 to 8. I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. It's just I'll sit down. I can't be arsed moving. Right. So, right. Let's just see with some of the stuff I said. Before I pull, do you feel guided to end it? Or do you like work or oh, now I've got hiccups. This isn't even the whole deck, but let's see. This is a mixture of ones that are like shady, like my family fucking hates you. Oh, sorry, it doesn't say that. It's it says, but that well, for someone it says my family and friends disapprove of this connection. How funny is it going to be if I fucking pull that now? And I'm sure it's got lovely ones in it too, but it's got a mixed bag. Got a mixed bag, guys. Right, so this isn't obviously going to be everyone. It's going to be a collective of silent divine masculines because it's called the Silent Heart Love Oracle. Or it could be somebody's very specific situation. Let's just see. What does somebody's twin want to say? Why did I get guided? Or collective, Or is it going to do what I was saying? I can't remember what I was saying there. Okay, the door there. Oh, taking all day, but what's that fell on the floor? Oh my God, that's crazy. The card that's fallen on the floor says silent treatment, and it's the silent cards. Ugh. Oh, there's a wee man on the floor. I found the pilot. Look, it's like Lost. He got lost somewhere. That might have references to the program Lost. I only watched a few series, and then I've not even seen it yet. I mean, I know what. But look, and here's what I am on the floor. A storyteller. Did you see? That's my gift, being a storyteller. It's got a fire on it, and I can't make a fire though. You'd think being an Aries, I'd be able to make a fire, but I can't. Right, so I'm sure if I was lost at sea, there must be something about Lost that's relevant to someone. Yeah, how can I watch Lost? Is that on Prime? Anyway, never want to watch it. Silent treatment. So somebody's giving you the silent treatment. And oh shit, and it had and going through a spiritual awakening. It had this is not big revelations here, is it? It had destined connection on the bottom there too before I shuffled. And that's what I was saying about the red string of fate. Divine counterpart, yeah. You know what I mean? You're always connected to your divine counterpart, and they're going through a spiritual awakening. And it's a destined connection. Okay, so that's the message there. So that's just backing up what we said. And here's a wee message from someone's twin. Oh God, and that was jumped out. I'm scared because I've never felt this way before. Feel a song coming on, but yeah, that's somebody's truth. Oh, it's Aries, yeah. Somebody's just giving the divine masculines a voice here. I want to be more than just friends. You'll be able to feel that between the eye contact with your twin flame. We need time to heal and grow on our own first. Also, isn't this cool, Michelle? This is all the stuff that we've been saying. I'm healing, but it's a work in progress. And then I feel, I love this. I feel this. I mean, this is what I mean. Like, that's a weird habit of mine. I've spent all this fucking money at Christmas getting all these fucking cards, and then it's like, I suppose I only use them when I get to, but it's just I've got to be in the mood. Do you know what I mean? It's too intense for me to fucking use these cards every day. It's too intense. You've got to give the energy a bit of time to settle. But it's like if somebody was coming to me for a reading like too often, I would actually say I have done that in the past. I'd be like, you can't come that often. Not for it. It's not healthy. You know what I mean? It depends. Like, I do think on the twin flame journey though, if you are guided to get more support and you're going through a lot of challenging times, that's a bit different, because there's been times in my life where definitely the last couple of years I have definitely done that certain time, but then even I got to it, I was like, nah, I just it's not that I don't care, it's just that it's going to happen when it happens, and I don't you know what I mean? It's like I believe it, it's just that will happen when it happens. I'm healing, but it's a work in progress, and we need time to heal on our own first. But it's just, again, use your discernment of I wish I could just turn back time and start over with you. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that had hurt you. I think I've changed that. And you might need to listen to share. I'm hoping for us to work this out. I see you in my dreams, so that's been a theme. I'm afraid to contact you. And I want to be more than just friends. I'm sorry I betrayed your trust. Pretty sure I've been channeling that as well. We need time to heal and grow on our own first. I see you in my dreams. Yeah, there's a theme here. Right, do we need some more? It is definitely what I've been bringing through, and I feel it's picking up on some of the things that you said as well. Oh man, there is a third party. Now remember, it's not always another romantic person, but very often is. And it also might not be happening anymore. This might be past, or it could be present, or it could even be fucking future. Because like I said, we're in this time when a lot of due to things are being targeted. So just be aware of any new people popping up. And again, if someone wants to do it, they're going to do it. That's what I mean. I'm just here to give a warning. If someone wants to do it, they're going to do it, but they may live to regret it. Because not all that glitters is gold and all that. Right. So, but it's always a lesson. So don't live in regret. Whoever has done that, they love to tell the tale. I'm afraid of commitment. And there's a third party. So that's a strong message for someone. There is a third party. Third party is Jot's a party. Eh? What does that mean? Third parties, it could also be interfering family members, interfering friends, an addiction, a bad habit. The fear of commitment could be the third party itself. It could be absolutely sabotaging, like just going out and getting pissed all the time, sleeping with loads of different people. And that could be somebody's past. It could be someone's present. You know what I mean? It's depending on the different people. It could be someone's. I don't know. You make me want to be a better person, and you see, it's like this. This is what I channel too. Your twin flame challenges you, and so somebody can have these two realities being very real. Well, I feel like I want the tarot now. It's like I'm not gonna get it. I don't know. I can't see any tarot around me, but it's almost like that. Oh, there's a fluffy tarot. It's always like the two of swords sort of energy of like two different realities of that. You do make me want to be a better person. I think I'm channeling someone's masculine. You do want to make me be a better person, but you're channeling me. You're channeling me. That's weird. You're challenging me, and I'm channeling someone. But I miss you. That's really weird. See, when I go into that energy, it's like you're someone saying you're challenging me, and I really was wanting to say I don't fucking like it, but I do miss you. And I think that's the longing feeling that that's overtaken some of these masculines more than this like wanting to go whatever else is like the other options. I have sexual fantasies about you. And again, that is Aries too, because Aries is passion, fire, desire. That all round. Passion, fire, desire. And depending on where that is in your chart, it really could be. Do you know what I mean? If that's fucking hitting your house, your fifth house, do you know what I mean? That's gonna be some fiery action. I miss you. I just shuffled all those cards and I miss you came out again. You are the person of my dreams. So there's a big thing about dreams here. And there's that one. so they weren't joking when I said that. Friends or family disapprove of this connection. Can we start over? Okay, I'm going to stop now because, that could be the same person. That could be lots of different people. Let's do some of the chatty cards. Remember, before I got all these other ones, it was the chatty cards that were the main. What do we want to add to that? I know I messed up everything. That is kind of what I'm feeling. It's like somebody's like, fuck, what have I done? Fuck my life. I don't like that saying, but it's like somebody feeling like they messed up everything because they were hiding who they really were from you. And they're grateful for the spiritual lesson, which I kind of get with that card. It's like I'm starting to be able to see the bigger picture. But I think for this person or the collective of masculines that I'm channeling, it's taken a very long time to understand why all this has happened like this, like why you didn't see sooner. Like I hide behind material things, so that could still be the case, or it could be just someone reflecting back on being pulled away by material people, material things. Could even just be, again, when people are overly obsessed with their work. Again, I say that all the time. I help a lot of people that are what I would call workaholics. And like, again, I'm the first to say as well that I'm like, look, I do get that because I love my work. And it's sometimes really hard for me because I love my work so much. You know what I mean? I need to, but I have struck a balance now because, like I say, that my weekends are mine and I don't always reply back right away and all that. I give it a bit of space. These all things, but it's, yeah, that can be a third party too. We will be together again. We'll be together again. And I don't know the rest of the words. I wish I could share my good news with you. So again, for somebody that's wanting to come through now, there's good news to be shared. And again, I always think pregnancy with that. Do you know what I mean? When sometimes I've got something to tell you, it's like, I was like, what? And it's not always, it depends. It's like, kind of like, but I don't feel it with that. It might be, but I do feel for someone, it's like something there's been in the midst of a dark night of soul, there's been a turnaround in something. And I feel, but for some people, it might just be somebody realizing their feelings. But I feel it's like, yeah, no, it's something good about work or something good about something else. I hide behind material things, different messages. I'm not available. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. Yeah, so I think that's a different energy. I hide behind material things and I'm not available. Is I'm not ready, basically. Like, I'm scared. Like, I'm hiding behind material things, a mask, maybe even in a relationship with somebody else to hide, and I'm not available. Like, but yeah, people can be not available and not with someone too. But that was kind of felt like a different energy. Yeah, and we both know I'm not the one for you. That's that, right? So again, if I wasn't so tired, I would split it up in like, this is like one wave, this is another, blah blah blah, or this is twins in union. But you can just take what resonates and leave the rest, kind of thing. But that last wave felt like the ones that are really not, just basically dealing with like feeling unworthy, and that feels like real dark night of the soul energy. Like, basically it's that energy of, I love you so much, but I don't, just somebody not feeling like they're good enough for you for some reason. Please be patient with me. Yeah, that's the energy that I was feeling. It's like somebody is trying to work through these feelings or why they feel like that. And I'm afraid of commitment. Again, which all stems from, it's for a reason. And it's loads of people have that. So don't use these cards a lot. A loving thought triggers, oh my God, I don't use these cards a lot, and there's loads, and it's the one about the union. So I'm telling you, that union energy from yesterday is still around. A loving thought triggers a loving response. Your love is felt and appreciated, and an angel surrounds you. A sacred union is born, the union of twin souls within a threefold flame, and it's the only one that mentions twin souls. Wow, that's pretty crazy, because I don't, these cards are pure cheese and I don't really always use them. Surrender all that no longer serves you. Let all that remains buried in your heart come to the surface and be healed. Let there be space for new energies to enter, a new beginning. It transforms darkness to light. Right. And I feel that's when I was channeling about, there's definitely going to be some twin flames that just feel guided to go to their twin and just confession time. I just heard, like, just confess all. And I don't think you can hear that. I noticed on the replay, but the alarm just went off and it's time's up. Because it's like, time's up. So whether it's the divine being like, look, time's up, mate, you know what I mean? And I do feel that is what the message that some people are getting. Whether it's that, or, like I say, just feeling so alone and knowing who's going to help you or them, whoever I'm talking to here, feel less alone or something like that. Right, okay. Let go. Yeah, and just let go, whoever you are. If you're the twin that just, if you're the divine feminine energy, you just let go and focus on you. As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. I wondered why I was wanting to pick up these cards, but see, that is exactly what feminine energy is meant to be in. And there's something about somebody's son coming. Who is this? This keeps coming in. Your son is watched over and protected as he explores his world. So again, whatever that means to someone as well. Right. And curiosity. And I keep saying this card to me feels like the twins are waking up. Start a project related to something you're curious about, but that could also be about the work stuff that I was channeling about. forgive. Yeah, it's time to let go of anger and blame. Yeah, it is in teamwork. This is all energies of union. It's like working to get, it's basically like being on the same team rather than being against each other. Work with others to make this situation come about and talk. That's the card I pulled for yesterday. Talk about your feelings. Tell a friend how you feel. And we're in very, very honest energy right now. But I'm aware that some people might watch this later and it's not double Aries energy anymore. But right now is definitely tell a friend how you feel energy. It's time to be honest. Right. But not everyone's going to take the advice, and that card has jumped out already. Soul Child. Oh God. Oh, I just pulled a card about a son, and Soul Child leapt out. We need to read it. And Paradigm Shift. Again, that's another card which feels like the quantum leap energy. Right, so honestly, can I just speak to my team a minute? Can we please not make every night like this intense? It's just like I'm feeling. Just saw a pair of cardinals, male and female. They mate for life. That's fucking magical. See, they're getting on down in that double Aries energy. Fucking hell. The birds are at it. Do you know what I mean? The fucking birds are getting more than us. Jesus Christ. Right, so 14. Trust in the plan. It's like the Adjustment Bureau. Trust in the plan. Right, Soul Child. Let's see what this is all about. That was interesting. Rebirth is upon you. And then again, this is very eclipse energy. Eclipses are a reset button, which is what is amazing about, if you watch that 4-hour, 18-minute and 38 or 39-second live that I done last night, whoever didn't, right at the end, so if you don't want to watch the whole thing, right at the end, the last sort of 20 minutes or something, or 18 minutes probably, that card said something about pressing the reset button, and that's crazy because every eclipse I don't think I've done it, well, it's not till tomorrow, but like I usually write something about now's your chance to press the reset button. Haven't seen any shagging squirrels. there's time yet. Rebirth is upon you. Beautiful child of the universe, you have prepared for new life, and it is starting right now. The divine moment of rebirth, which occurs after a period of struggle, of intense inner work and physical transformation, has arrived. I'm telling you, that's everything I've just channeled. Somebody's been putting the work in. That could actually sound dirty too after we just said that, so let's move on. Enjoy getting to know this new self. It is a new day. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. Sorry. That is that energy that I'm feeling coming through. A new day, a new beginning, a new you. Like an adventurer enjoying the discovery of a brand new world, take your time to explore. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's like the word in that. Your son's exploring his world or something. Take your time to explore the increase of your light, power, and love. Yeah, so again, this really strongly feels like the divine masculine energies, regardless of gender, that you're a bit newer to this, that could even be those of you that have listened for a while, but it's like a feeling of like, this is integrating the light and the activations and the changes in energy. And well, it actually kind of reminds me a little bit like when Nathan was saying something about when he was feeling that he's just reporting back, like I like it's good when people give that feedback for other people to see that it's real, like because it'll be happening to others too, and it's just good when somebody voices it, isn't it? It's like when he was feeling the energy moving and just that he's talking more and everything like that, whatever, however he said it, it's, and like you say, that is this energy. It's intense. That's why I said that it's like, if you're being kept apart from your twin flame, there's a reason. And even after all the dark stuff of people getting in the way, and that it can just be that, it's not quite time. Like taking a cake out of the oven before it's ready. Do you know what I mean? It's going to sink. You got to, be patient. You have undergone the death. Oh my God, listen to this. You have undergone the death of the old order. Nothing as it was, nor will it be so again. I literally fucking said that. That's so creepy. I said that to my mum in the car earlier. I said, an eclipse is life-changing and nothing will ever be the same as what it was before. But I mean, you could really say that about all the time, couldn't you? But it's I've had a tingling in my hands all day, not sure what it is. You see, it's that can even be like it could be a few things again, who knows, but it's like this is a lot of energy that I've been putting out here, and yous are all very connected to this circle, this channel. And so it's like to actually integrate all the. I actually thought about it, like I was asking them, you know, when I'm like, why am I doing such long things and full on? It's like it's like they're really wanting me to blast the people that can handle it with a lot of energy right now. But it's also just eclipse energy, Michelle. Do you know what I mean? Like you're probably feeling a lot of change going on there, but there's lots of because even you know what I mean, it's like yeah, there's just a lot of change. Not I'm even talking about people that aren't twin flames I was talking to today, that they were just there's anxiety around the changes that are going on. But like again, eclipses it does it. It's taking things out of your life and bringing in the new. I can't fucking type PMG, the death of the old. That is no lie. Yeah, I know. You can't type and I can't talk. I mean, what the fuck am I doing on here? Do you know what I mean? I think I'm going to have to be like, look, guys, I'm so fucked. I'm just going to sit here and have a look. Send the healing through me to who needs it, right? I can't be arsed fucking talking. I'm telling you, that is going to be, I think that will be the normal Wednesday. Right. Or I will just do the stream from my bed. Right. You have had to learn detachment to release and let go over and over again. It's quite interesting because I was going to do divine feminine, divine masculine, and I was thinking because I'm tired, I'm like, oh, maybe this is just for both. But I'm going to wait until I read it all. This could be, I think it is for both, but bits of that were feeling like divine masculine. Now it's feeling like divine feminine with the detachment thing. Because that is what a divine feminine has to do. You have to learn to detach and release and let go over and over and over again. Because even when you think you've detached enough, like you probably haven't. But then you do just reach this peaceful place of it. Yes, time for tea and sleep. No, it definitely is. In so many ways, you have experienced inner death as you have bravely surrendered that which no longer serves your growth this lifetime, even if you once loved it dearly or couldn't imagine life without it. Deep inside, through that process, your soul has been gathering energy. Oh, just been saying that. It has been drawn away from the old forms of your life and relationships, from your old beliefs about health, finances, work, and from what used to hold meaning for you. It has done so in order to feed the new soul child being carried within your body. Can you have a bit heavy? That's definitely not for everyone. The men are going to be like, I'm a miracle. This new you is filled with divine light. Oh, it could be talking about your inner child as well. Divine light, love, and power. Your inner, yes, it is. I thought that. But again, that could be literal for some too. Again, you will know if that's you. Your inner soul child, this newly integrated self, is preparing for birth now. But again, this I was talking about children earlier as well. Because you know, we the inner child and from that which is no longer something new is now being born. You are ready for the next cycle or phase of your life, even if, like a newborn colt learning to stand steady on shaky legs, you're not sure of your strength. Be reassured, the new self you're experiencing will grow strong and powerful soon enough. Let confidence in your new self emerge. Reflect upon how different you are now to a year or even a month ago. Oh God, and that will really resonate with people in their dark night of soul. Because again, that's what's weird. The divine feminines can often go through a dark night of soul for anything like, you know, for I would say any less than a year. That's not a dark night of soul in my opinion, but whatever. For divine feminines. But what I've noticed is divine masculines, depending on what's going on with your twin, there that they can go through that a lot more rapidly and quickly, and that could be really fucking that. Yeah, I mean, it's not a competition, but that could almost be worse than what you went through. Yeah, it's just, and again, that will be some of you. So, and it's always something horrible that happens to you to wake you up. Let confidence in your new self emerge. Reflect upon how different. I just read that bit. Be curious. Oh, there's that word again. Be curious about who you are now. Do not expect the same reactions or experiences you encountered in your past. It is a time of celebration and acknowledgement that a new day, a new you has begun a journey in the physical world. You shall enjoy the divine harvest of all of your growth and effort. So again, if someone really has, if you feel like, nah, I've not been putting the work in, this isn't me. This is somebody that's been putting the work in. They've been going through a dark night of the soul, and they've been doing their best to heal themselves and learn and all of this stuff. And that's all you can ever ask from someone, you know what I mean? It's people that don't, you know, that just don't do anything about that, but they really wouldn't be watching this. Because even that, you see, even divine masculines, that they might feel like they're not doing anything and they're stuck in a life. You are, even by just watching this. And that's why I think they're getting me to fucking hammer at home, because it's like, yeah, I just know, because it's just really big energy. I don't always know, but I know there's something behind it. It's because of what's coming this year. Like, the people that are meant to be stepping up and doing the work really need to be realising how serious shit's going to get. But you will when you're ready. This card can also indicate that a child around you, oh my God, see what I mean when I was talking about my nieces? This is crazy. This card also indicates that a child around you, perhaps one about whom you've been thinking about deeply, is particularly gifted or spiritually orientated. Right, I'm sorry, I can't. You know what I'm saying? My life is not my own. I know I say it all the time, but it's true. This child may have an important mission this lifetime and need your loving support and spiritual encouragement to thrive into that mission according to his or her own divine timing. Now, obviously, I was talking about my niece, and I do feel that both of them are like that, but this could be your child. This could be like, could be someone myself. This could be like, you know, a niece or a nephew. It could be like your friend's kid. Like, I've got best friends of mine that aren't naturally, you know, very kind of spiritual or anything, but they're respectful of me. But I've got a deep connection with their kids, kind of thing. You know what I mean? One of my best friends says that all the time, that she just thinks it's funny how similar she is to me. Like, she loves the moon and crystals and all that, and my friend doesn't. Right. Where did I get to? This card may also be a sign that a new business. Oh, look at this. It's everything we've said. Look at this. Yeah, part of the two worlds. Absolutely. I think that's why I just said it like that. Because again, I don't personally, that part of me, I don't like being like, you know, wake up. But that card actually had in capital letters, wake up. And I don't say wake the fuck up. I remember I saw that on a wall. I mean, it's been there for literally years. Somebody that's fucking in the know anyway, because it was right before I think it was right before the pandemic. But we are at kind of that point, the crunch time, and it, oh, actually, I haven't really said it, and it's probably a bit late now to say it, but what I usually say on every eclipse, right, is pay attention to who you see right before an eclipse and during it, because I personally feel it indicates, now see, it's probably not even because it was my birthday, it's probably because of this, that the people that you see right before an eclipse and during it, it's usually quite a good indication that you're meant to be around them a lot, or they're hanging around in your life a while longer, or a lot longer, kind of thing. But if you haven't seen someone for quite a while and you don't see them right before the eclipse or during the eclipse hallway, as I like to call it, and then the door closes, which you may deem that the full moon in Scorpio, which is the 5th of May. I'm going to need to see what the next new moon is and all that after it, but you know, it's something like, I think it would be that. Yeah, it is, I think. Because Scorpio is the death, you know, it's the death card. It's death. It's like, you know, it's a transformation. It's the end of something. It's usually quite a good indication that they're out your life now. You know, I mean, it just didn't, you know, it's because whenever I have parted ways from friends over the years, I don't know, it's just something I've noticed. It's like, it's really weird. And that, I think that's, that, like I said, I know it was my birthday, but it does mean something, that it's like, you know, it did just feel like, yes, it probably is. I'm in receptive chill mode and all that, and that's why I'm attracted. But it's like, yeah, I can safely say that everybody that I've seen right before this eclipse tomorrow, and the people that I'm seeing during it, because I'm going to see my other best pal tomorrow. And that's not even the same one as the ones I've been talking about. It's like I've been, you know what I mean? It's like fucking very social. Like it's actually probably why I'm exhausted. It's too social, but it's all my favourite people. And if you don't manage to see, like again, I think of another one of my best pals that it's like we haven't managed to see each other, but I'm going to make sure that we do. I'm going to make sure, like, look, where are you fucking around, even just to see? And it's quite good to do that because it's like, yeah, because of this, there is a definite split. It just seems to be never ending. But anyway, you can let me know if you kind of get what I'm saying. It's like so don't force it, but just naturally, like it was just, you know, it was these people like, oh, can I take you out? Can I see you for your birthday? Can I do this for your birthday? Or can I treat you? Or and then, like I said, even my friend that I'm going to see tomorrow, she's like, do you want to catch up? I mean, she doesn't really. She doesn't. Okay, she doesn't at all catch up with the new moons and the full moons and all of that. And it's just, yeah. And it doesn't even need to be like I'm thinking about as well. There was always another couple of friends that again I don't see all the time, but right before an eclipse, I randomly saw them. But that hasn't happened this year actually, and that's been quite a while. So you see, it might be that those friends are now, like maybe that is them out my life now, and not because of a fallout or anything. It's just literally they're in a different bit of their life from me. You know, who knows? You know, that's one of the less dramatic sort of ones. But it's really weird. And like I say, there will be a lot of twin flame unions that take place from now and when that full moon. Some sort of something for some people. If that's only going to be if you're ready for it. But a lot you even if you don't feel ready for it, I think it's going to happen because that's kind of year we're in. Right. Oh man. Do not expect the same reaction. I just read that bit. This card may also be a sign that a new business idea, stuff we were talking about, professional or personal relationship or a lifestyle choice is going to support the growth of your spirit in a positive and encouraging way. So there you go. That's exactly what we're saying. So if you've been having things like this, you know, run with it, at least try it. And because this is what I was saying to somebody yesterday. If this is the case, that new idea or connection will lead to the birth of a new creative programs, ideas, and structures in your life. On the other hand, if something has been flagging in energy or success, but you're not yet inclined to give it up, this oracle comes as confirmation and encouragement. Rebirth is going to happen. Do not give up. Sometimes it is the darkest just before the dawn, and I've been channeling that statement for weeks. And the invocation is, I am a child of the universe, divinely loved and empowered to grow into a shining, radiant soul of love. May all aspects of my life journey be blessed to grow into their most beautiful and loving form. May all the people and ideas that are in need of protection so they may grow into their divine fullness, be blessed and supported by unconditional love through divine grace, so be it. And that's what I mean by this is a prayer circle, a prayer energy, you know what I mean? Because it's that to me always feels like a prayer there. Live your life like a living prayer. That's one of the cards in that deck. But it's right down the bottom. I can't be bothered shuffling it to see if it comes out. Let's read Paradigm Shift as well, and then I'm done. So I do feel it's like, you know, just take it with whatever bits resonate. One can, there you're saying that word again, one can never be detached enough. No, you can't. You're a lot happier. Do you know what I mean? You're a lot happier and you randomly attract what it is you want anyway. If you focus obsessively on it, you push it further and further away. Power of the divine masculine. Right. So I'm definitely going now. Hello, Charlotte. This is Charlotte. I was just saying at the start of this. I saw that you. I don't know if I acknowledged it when I was on it. I might or I might not have. But thanks for those donations, and I'll do your cards tomorrow because I've been quite tired on this one, and I've stayed ages again. But how are you doing? And thank you for that, by the way. Paradigm shift, because the cards that came out of that game were brilliant. You're undergoing radical growth, and you that's quite funny. You've just arrived now, so maybe you need to hear this one. Paradigm shift. You're undergoing radical growth in your belief systems. Now is it? Oh, this is like everything I've been saying. Now is the time to challenge old attitudes and question previous expectations. You are in an extraordinary time. Great leaps forward can be made in a moment. That's the quantum leap. The world you thought you knew can suddenly break open and a new world can be your reality. So that's a different card talking about a new world again. Buddhists sometimes speak of the beginner's mind, that which assumes nothing and therefore is open to everything. A spiritual psychologist might call this the inner child. It's so connected to the last card. And Aries is the inner child, right? As it is innocent, curious, unfixed, and always learning. It doesn't get stuck on an answer having to be one way, and which is probably why I'm like that, right? There will be some stuff where it may seem like there is only one way. I can't think of an example right now, but with most things like that's when, when I'm like, like everyone's got a twin flame story, as long as they're a true twin flame, mind you, but everyone's got their own story. And I've heard lots of different stories. So it does really fuck me off. I was going to say trigger, but it fucks me off when I see others sort of thinking they know it all and saying it's like one certain way. And like the biggest one being like, as soon as you meet your twin flame, all this shit happens and you're catapulted on your mission. And it's like, no, you're not. It's like, no, you're not. That's not how it happens for everyone all the time. So from what I have seen helping thousands of true twin flames over 8 years, I think it's maybe 9. I don't know if I've been saying 8 years that long, it's 9 now, or if it's 7 turned into 8, fuck knows, right? Time is just an illusion and it's all falling away. But anyway, so that's what I mean about I'm like, there's got to be open to the different ways. Do you know what I mean? Got to be open. And here's that word curiosity again. There is an openness to the unknown with curiosity instead. Old souls can sometimes find it hard to recapture their not knowingness. Asking someone with a lot of life experience who may have become a bit world weary to drop expectations and look at the world through fresh eyes can be challenging. Yet life becomes much more energizing and interesting when you're open and don't hold expectations about what will be, which is why we were just talking about detachment as well. Suddenly, you're receptive to the universe helping you in ways that in the past you did not believe possible, all because you kept an open mind. If you're feeling that you don't really know yourself, your relationships, or your place in the world as you once did, if you're feeling that what you once held to be certain now seems a little shaky, which is where a lot of people feel, or it's on page 33, Divine Masculine Energy, these are signs that you're going through a paradigm shift. My nose is really itchy as well. That's when the loved ones in spirit are coming around. This will bring you new perceptions that will free you to be in the world in new ways. You will find yourself shedding old limits, fears, and misconceptions. You're stepping beyond what you have known. You're a bit like a traveller in a new city, feeling awkward until she gets the lay of the land, she or he, it's just got she, and how things operate in that new place. As you trust the unexpected and unknown, the universe will be able to help you in the unexpected and previously unknown ways. If you, by the way, I need to go after this, I'm fucking falling asleep. If you find yourself questioning the views in mass media or spoken in the conversations that those around you are having, take heart and know that you're awakening from a fear-based world into a love-filled reality. And the fear-based world is the old earth that you want to cut off from. And I've lost it. I was trying to be a smart ass. Every time I try to be a smart ass, I lose it. And again, there's a message in that. Don't try to be a smart ass. Just be who you are. Just come with the truth. And stop the bullshit. Or a love-filled reality, new earth. You know what I mean? I want to live in a love-filled reality. I don't want to live in the fear-based world. I have to be around that, to a certain extent. But really, I do live in the love-filled reality. Your confusion will soon transform into joy at discovering that you are free and have no reason to be afraid. You're encouraged by the universe to embrace the power you have to be a free thinker. Accept the accelerated mental shift happening for you. And I did describe that earlier, that a quantum leap, it can be however you want to see it. But for those of you that have a bit of trouble with it sounding a bit too out there, I mean, I've not got a problem with that, but again, I'm being open about how to describe it to people that are a wee bit more grounded. It's a shift in mindset, so it doesn't really matter whichever you see it. Both are as real as each other to me. Your confusion, well, yeah, I just read that bit. Accept the accelerated mental shift happening for you, even if it creates temporary uncertainty or discomfort. Dare to think thoughts of love rather than lower your vibration by choosing thoughts of fear. Trust for something helpful and empowering is happening in your soul. Trust for something helpful and empowering is happening in your soul. Right, okay. I'm going to read the comments and I'm going to go. Yes, you're not traveling alone. We're here. Oh, that's lovely. I'm a little frazzled today, so I'm fucked. Like that's what I was just saying, Charlotte. It's whatever the fuck they've been getting me to be a channel for here is some fucking big energy. So just sleep, guys. Like integrate this energy because I don't know how. I don't know if like I'm going to be doing this now most of the week for the foreseeable, or I probably will stop when it gets really hot in the summer because it's just too hot. You know what I mean? But remember, I did actually do the live streams daily throughout the summer, so I don't know, but it is big energy because I'm a weird dreams in that at night. A little frazzled today, but had dinner in the garden tonight with the kids. It was nice to get my energy. Oh, lovely. And thank you very much. Right, okay, so let's read this and then I'll go. Through divine grace and unconditional, am I reading the right one? Through divine grace and unconditional love, I open my mind to the higher truth of love. May my mind be cleansed from conditioning and gently open to the light of love. I am willing to unlearn what no longer serves me. I'm willing to receive teachings and information, guidance and assistance from those beings of pure light and unconditional love that can assist me on my life journey now. May my paradigm shift bring me closer to peace, love, empowerment, and happiness. May this process be held in guardianship by the universe with grace, mercy, and tenderness through my own free will. So be it. Oh, that was lovely. Right. That's like fucked. I'm going to my bed now, right? I'm going to run a bath and I'm going to get this fucking 8:30. Christ. It's like just like they don't let me do less than 2 hours. Fucking hell. Anyway. If I was going to be hanging around for 2 hours with anyone, I'm glad it was you guys. That's all I'm saying, right? And please, would you like the video on the way in or the way out or whatever? Just, that would be good, please. And like I said, Charlotte, I'll give you a wee personal message tomorrow when I'm on. What day is tomorrow? Thursday. Yeah, I might be a bit later than. Oh no, I won't be. Yeah, she's getting picked up. Yeah, I'll probably. But I think I'll probably come on 6:30 or something. And it'll probably be a biggie again tomorrow, to be honest. I'll get a good night's sleep because it's the therapy Thursday. Oh my God, look, I love it when that happens. My hands just picked up these and I shuffled. And in order to cope with separation from a loved one, we need to realise that spiritually we are always connected to those we love. Neither distance nor time can separate that which is united by love. Whether it's loved ones in spirit or your twin flame, it's definitely the truth. And I just pulled the one that's got the copyright thing in it. So I feel it's that saying it's like the end of something, because it's like, it's the end, and it is an eclipse. It's the end, but with endings come new beginnings. And yes, I'm going now before I just cancelled. That's just what it gets like. I'm like, fucking please just shut me up. Right. Sleep well, girls, whenever your bedtimes are. Mine is late as soon as I get out of the bath. See you later.